And it goes a little something like
I'm gonna go to the most asked question. Montage? Why didn't they play the entire battle? Why was your battle not aired? How did you feel about them making the montage? Were you expecting to get montage? I saw some hints in your post, but I was in denial. I did say in my post, I said, don't blink though, because you might miss it. But, okay, I'm just gonna just say this first. They told us that we were gonna get montage. They told us, the same time they told us that our battle was airing that day. So like a few days before. I can tell you that when I first read it, I kind of was feeling like they might, just because, I don't know. I just felt like, you know, you always have that feeling. Like so many people were like, oh my God, what if we get montage? But I felt like, me and Tiana both felt like we might. Not because we feel like the performance was terrible, but because like a lot of things that took place. Not took place. I don't want it to sound like something crazy happened, but just a lot of things that go into it. Coach comments, rehearsals, all this stuff. Like there's so much that goes into it. So I just think that we both felt like we were gonna get montage already, but when we got the email and it was like solidified, we're like, okay. So I was upset for like a good little minute or something. Then I took a nap and I woke up and I felt better. And then when it came on, I expected the montage to be a little bit longer. Like I remembered Chloe Hogan's, that's my girl, and Lane's montage from last season. I felt like that was a longer montage, in my opinion. So I was like upset about that. I wanted them to show a little bit more of like me singing, I feel like. But you know, obviously they're not gonna do that because it doesn't matter. They're only just trying to continue it on for Sienna. Yeah, I was upset, but then I was okay. And then I was upset again when it came on. But then I was okay. But that's the reason why I didn't film this video like straight off the bat, because I didn't wanna come out here guns a-blazing and like be just so human and in my emotion that I'm speaking falsely about something, you know what I'm saying? So I took a step back. That's why y'all getting this video a little late too. Yeah, so after I had let my emotions settle or whatever, I realized like I didn't want to come on here and just outrage, because for one, there would be no battle to outrage about had I not been given the opportunity to be on the show in the first place. There would be no montage if I hadn't been given the opportunity. There would be none of that. There would be no video. I would not even be talking to y'all. You would not even know anything about me, or you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't want to like shame NBC or The Voice or anything, especially because it's never from them. It's not like a malicious thing, you know what I'm saying? It's not like they, not necessarily intentionally malicious, but like American Idol, I know people who audition, their auditions don't even get aired, like, and I don't think they get told that their audition is not gonna air. But for The Voice, they tell you all that. I feel like they coddle us, you know what I'm saying? Especially in this industry that we're in. It's so crazy. It's so like, it's ass, low key. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you can't have this like soft, I don't want to say soft. You can't have this, you got to be able to handle it, is what I'm trying to say. So, and you got to be able to control yourself and know when not to say something, or what and what not to say. So yeah, taking a moment to just feel my emotions and let it all in, and still understand and be grateful for what it is that I do have and what I did get to experience. With this experience is how I feel about the montage. And the thing is, I'm also not hurt about it because anymore. I'm not hurt about it anymore because Sienna and I are gonna do it anyway, and we're gonna show you guys anyway. So for the people who really did want to see it, they will see it. You know what I'm saying? Not on the scale that they would have seen it on the show, but it's okay because I was on the show. Period. You know what I'm saying? So yes, that is that on that, and on that montage. That's that on my question. Oh, I'm playing with y'all. I forgot I need to look at the questions that came in today. Okay. Jay. This man said, when is our wedding? Anyway, not a battle question, but what made you audition for The Voice over American Idol? Ashanti, this is a great question. And surprise, surprise, I was actually talking to American Idol at the same time that I was talking to The Voice, leading up to, you know, when everything went down. And it's so funny because I had just finished watching Margie Mays, I think her name is, and her boyfriend at the time, I don't know if they're still together, Johnny, I think his name was, and I was watching her YouTube video and she was talking about how she had been in talks with The Voice and American Idol at the same time. And then I went to my mom, I'm like, Ma, how crazy would that be if they were both trying to get me on the show? And then at that time, I had already been talking to The Voice, and right after I told my mom that, one of the producers for American Idol reached out to me about a time that I auditioned before, and he was like, yeah, I remember you and I wanna, you know, bring you on for an audition this season. I'm like, what the heck? I literally just spoke about this with my mom. Like, that was crazy to me. Anyway, so I was actually talking to both, and I was trying to, I literally kept asking all my friends, I'm like, guys, which one do you think? Like, I kept going back and forth. I really, really have this, like, desire to go through Hollywood Week on American Idol just because I like to put myself in challenging ass situations like that, you know? And then The Voice is like The Voice. like why wouldn't I want to do The Voice, you know? Fun fact though, when I was doing auditions when I was like 13, I had been obsessed with the X Factor. I wanted to be on X Factor so bad, and then it got canceled and I was hurt, and I was like, I don't want to do The Voice, I don't want to do any of it. But as soon as I did The Voice the first time, it was a wrap. Like, I loved it. But so yeah, I was talking to both, and then I had I had done a couple of rounds for American Idol, and then I had another one because they wanted to hear it again. And then they had reached out to me and said like, oh, not this time, da da da. But it was like right before, and that's always what happens to me. It's like right before, it's like, not this time, right? Then the same day, my casting producer for The Voice calls me. I'm like, oh, like it's just all gonna come at once. And then she was like, oh, Denisha, do you think you can re-record? Because I had sent one without like my mic and stuff, and it was just me and my guitar. And she wanted me to re-record things with my mic because the amp in this small space makes it sound bounce or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then I'm already feeling some type of way because I had just like messed up my American Idol callback audition, whatever, because my voice was also trash, and that just made it worse, the audition. And then when she asked me to re-record it, I'm like, I'm trying to do this fast because I don't want her to think, you know, I'm not trying to take my time. I want her to know I'm on top of it. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna record this. My voice is struggling, but whatever. So I'm recording it, it's not coming out how I wanted to, and eventually I'm like, I'm gonna just send it because at this point it is what it is, like whatever. Then one day, I go into the shower, wash my hair, and for those who know me know that takes forever. And I come out and I see a missed call from my casting producer for The Voice, and I called her back, and at first she was like, oh, hold on. I'm like, oh, because if, for me, I'm like, if there's exciting news, like, you're gonna be like, oh my god, guess what? So when she said hold on, I was like, oh, I think this might not be a good call. And then she comes back, she's calm, cool, and collected. She's like, oh, hello? I'm like, yes. And she's like, so, congratulations, you've been picked for blind auditions. And I'm like, what? Because I've auditioned so many times, usually there's like more steps or whatever, or another step before that. And I'm like, do you mean like another step, or like, did you say that wrong? Or like, she's like, no, blinds. I'm like, oh my god, like what the heck? I literally was soaking wet, my hair was dripping, I had a towel, like I ran to my mom and my sister, it was crazy. But so essentially I didn't really pick The Voice over American Idol, but I'm glad that I ended up on The Voice, you know? I would still, I think, do another show like this though, because it's just, I'm somebody who seeks out rare, fun, like spirit rewarding, soul rewarding experiences that not a lot of people get to do. So I definitely would do another show like this. But so yeah, to answer your question, Shanti, I think I sort of picked the voice though in this instance. Anyway, okay. Next, back to the montage. Christine asked, I'm sure someone asked, but why was your battle montage? Being that I said everything I said already about the montage, the one thing that I don't know is why. Like I said, there's so many reasons why. It could be coach comments, it could be one of us fell flat at a point, it could be anything. It could be somebody look bad. The voice never wants anybody to look bad in any type of light. So it could have been anything, truly. How has the voice helped you grow as a singer? The voice has helped me grow as a singer, for one, being freaking mentored by drum legend and Brandy. That explains itself. But also the people that I was on this season with. Cam Anthony, he was helping me with my with my knockout. He was helping me prepare for that. He helped me with get that together because we had band rehearsal 4 knockouts and I did not know what I was gonna do. But he helped me feel better about like some of the things that I was thinking about doing, and he was helping me, you know, get that together. But Dion Warren, that man sings down. Victor, Christine, Dana, literally so many people. Even just hearing people, not even them directly helping me, but like just hearing people and learning things that they do and you try to do it, and you, that's how you grow as an artist, is literally imitation, I feel like, and then you shape it into who you are, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely being around the contestants. I don't care what nobody say, Voice 20 is one of the most talented seasons. But yeah, definitely being around them. And not only as a singer too, just like as a human being in general, because they're all great people. What shocked you about the experience? What shocked me, I would say, is again the people, but in a sense that you kind of expect when you go into anything with a bunch of musicians, especially a competition, you're gonna expect some ego, some pride, some attitude, like, but there was none of that here, honestly. Like, they're really, like, I was really shocked. Like, everybody was kind, everybody was lifting each other up, supporting each other. There was no like, oh, I'm about to beat this person, so whatever. So I'm like, I was shocked at that, because I definitely was not thinking it was gonna be a bunch of friendly-go-lucky people in one area, a bunch of musicians, a bunch of emotional people. Creators, artists, musicians were all emotional, and like you would expect something to not go right, but our cast went right. Somebody asked, do you think The Voice is rigged or that they pick the winner themselves? I do not think The Voice is rigged. I will say though that everybody, it's no secret the demographic of voters for this show, right? So when I think about it, the only thing that I would say is somewhat calculated is the voters. Like, we know who the voters are gonna vote for at this point, right? That's why we have not had a African-American female winner of the show. That's why a lot of the times it's a country singer or a pastor or a young, very young kid who sing, because you know the demographic of voters. But I also feel like, well, I don't feel like, I do, I don't know, I also think it plays a part for the coaches, because the coaches know what they're doing, you know, it's strategy. They also want to win. At the end of the day, it's TV, and it's also a competition, it's a game, you know what I'm saying? So like, they know who the voters are gonna vote for, so they know essentially who to bring to lives, right? Like that just makes sense to me. Like, I feel like that's the only calculated thing that might make sense. But I don't think it's rigged. I don't think they ever read the card and like do a Steve Harvey but in their head or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they're like, on the 4-way, I don't think he read the card and he said Emma, but instead he said Devin because producer said to say Devin. You know? I don't think they do that. So yeah. I don't think it's rigged, because everybody who got where they were going, they deserve to get that far, and yeah. But it's still TV. Let's not forget it's TV. So, like, for anybody who didn't get to audition, or anybody who doesn't make it to blinds or whatever, like, don't get discouraged, because it's TV, you know? And they cater things to so many different things. They cater things to genre, genre-wise, the diversity of the cast, coaches, demographic of voters, if it's ever changing ever so slightly. like anything could go into that. It's still TV. You're still talented, even if you're not where you want to be at this moment. What was it like meeting Brandy, and can we see a pic of y'all with her? I said the whole Brandy thing, amazing, like childhood made entirely. She's literally one of my biggest inspirations for anything, just like as a black woman in general, you know? But we don't have a picture with her. They have all that footage, and maybe one day they'll release it to me or Tiana. I would love that. Inspo for your style and outfits on the show. I just gave them what it was, just my vibe. Like, I found that jacket on, oh, let's do this, because I know everybody asked me about that jacket after my thing aired. That jacket is Fashion Nova. It is Fashion Nova. And I found it before I even flew out for blinds, and I ordered it. Me and my mom both had the same jacket. Yeah, that outfit was, I was gonna wear some like checkered looking white and black pants, but it would have strobed on TV. So they changed it to those black pants, and then those white boots, I love them, but I don't own those. Those are theirs. Yeah, for me, my vibe is more like chill street type vibe. And we had to give them a style board of like different, you know, outfits and different things that we feel like fit our vibe, and they would go and get whatever, and then we would collaborate on that. But it would always fit our vibes. Also, my battle outfit got changed so many times before battles, actually. And usually they want to test the outfit and stuff on camera before the actual battle. But because my outfit got changed so many times, the last change, what I wore on stage for my battle, that was the first time the camera had seen me in that outfit. So that was like a hit or miss. I don't know if you guys can hear outside. Somebody almost started fighting outside a couple minutes ago. I said, oh baby, what's going on? Aww, my advisor at Belmont, he said, we miss you in Nashville, coming back soon. I am coming back soon, and I'm not gonna be alone. I'm actually gonna be with my Boys 20 family, some of them at least. And we're actually gonna be performing at, I believe it's called the Nashville Palace, I can tell you right now. Okay, who's performing? Me, Anna Grace, Andrew Marshall, Clara Wadley. You guys didn't get to see Clara's audition, but she's amazing. She's literally, first of all, this girl is in such great shape. Like, when we first went to blinds, I'm like, what the heck, who's this? Like, I need to work out with her. Emma Caroline, Keegan, Pierre. You guys also didn't get to witness the amazingness of Pierre, but it's okay, you will. Rio and Tyler Kors, we are gonna be performing there. And the winner of season 20 of The Voice might be popping out. We'll see if Cam is gonna make it. But we hope so, because we all miss each other so much, and it's feel like it's been so long. Like, I left in February. I left on Valentine's, not on Valentine's Day, but my battle was on Valentine's Day. So I left the next day. But it's been February, March, April, May, 3 months and some change. And I feel like I haven't seen them in years. Like, you live with somebody 24/7 for almost a year, not almost a year, since October. Like, you feel like you've been with them forever, you know what I'm saying? Because it's literally 24/7. So, this wraps up my video on my questions. If you guys have any other questions, be sure to ask me, because I'll definitely do another video like this. I'm gonna start being on top of my YouTube, I promise you. I'm gonna be posting that voice experience video if you guys want it. So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, let me know if you want that video, and that is all. I love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you later.